Good morning, everyone. Chris here. Today's the day that the GT2 gets picked up, so I am on my way to the toy box right now. I'm gonna, I think my dad's gonna meet me there. I'm gonna wash his car for him. I'll probably wash this car too, because we've just got pounded with snow and then it's melted and the roads are just gross. Driver should be there probably within about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So that gives me some time. It's gonna be bittersweet. It's not gonna be bittersweet at all. What am I saying? It's gonna suck to see that thing go away. But what's coming to replace it is just as badass, and it's almost half the cost. So yeah, it'll be all right. I'll pick up the camera when it's getting picked up. All right, just broke the world record for fastest car wash. My dad just got here. Reliable Carriers is here as well, so I just wanted to get this thing washed really quickly, and I need to pull this thing way forward in order to get the GT2 out. That should work. Alright. Is that enough room? Yep. Sad. I'll take this with me. Take the key out of the safe too.
Or spring maybe.
Yeah, I can. Alright, the final shots of the GT2.
Sad.
Sad.
Lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely.
You get a GT3 RS. We're saved for the new 992 GT2 RS.
You got it unplugged?
Yeah, I unplugged it the other day.
I'm Mr. Lonely. Can't believe you're staring at me. It's not enough. Oh.
Pretty sweet, huh? Can I give this to you?
Yeah.
Works like a gimbal, so it's kind of smooth, but there's your vision. Beast. How sweet that looks. So the Turbo S is going to be the same color as this, but it's not going to have those cool accent colors. Like the color? Yeah. Seems like just yesterday I was doing the same walk around when I first got this car. I said it seems like just yesterday I was doing the same walk around when I first got this car. Sad. Alright, I'm talking to this guy. Okay, paperwork has been signed for the transport to one final little cruise. Into the truck. Alright. I'm gonna raise this up. There's some ice and snow down here. Hopefully that melts today. Ooh, what is that? He's got something in there. It's all. He's going to Detroit, he says. Wonder what that is. Something's in there. Alright. Line this up. Wait for him to give me the go ahead. Wonder what that is. I gotta take a closer look at that when I'm out of the car. Sad. It just sucks that these things are so like obtainable now. That's why the value's down. That's not why I'm getting rid of it, because the value's down. I'm getting rid of it because it's just too expensive for me. But like these things are pretty dang rare. But there's like 20 of them on Dupont right now. It's crazy. 6 months ago you couldn't find 3 of them on there. Alright, I'm gonna pull this forward. Ooh, just crossed 1,300 miles. Coming onto the driveway there. I love this transmission. As you can see, I'm in drive. Foot's off the gas and it just doesn't go anywhere. It's like the Ferraris. I never did a launch in this car. Alright, have me come forward. There's Seabass.
I'm surprised we warmed up so fast today.
Oh yeah.
It was 10 when I woke up. Where's she going?
She's being traded.
What the fuck? Yeah. He's gonna get a mad level control.
Sketchy. One day I'm gonna get another one of these things. Or something like it, mark my word. I'm in the tunnel. This is tight. Is this gonna be okay? I think he's worried about this. Height. Right there. It's not gonna focus on it. Okay.
You're close, but I just want to bring you down.
Okay.
Mirrors automatic or manual?
I think the manual. Yeah, there we go. I can see how close it is. He's gonna bring it down just a little bit.
What, it's a little like GoPro?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright guys, there she is, all loaded up. Off to a better place. Very cool. Alright, filmed a little bit. The driver asked that I don't post that anywhere because Range Rover asked him to not do anything with it. So, guess you won't be seeing that. But, alright, GT2 is gone. I'm gonna help Seabass get his trailer in here. I'm gonna wash my dad's car real quick if he's pulling in. Where's this thing looking at? There you go. Yeah, so I'm gonna wash my dad's car real quick. And next time I pick up this camera, hopefully the Turbo S is here. Heading to Vegas for paintball in about 2 weeks. So hopefully it'll be here before then. Hey, so it has been about 4 weeks since I last picked up this camera. That's how long it's taken this whole entire deal to materialize. So I had to send the GT2, which I'm pretty sure I recorded. That was on this camera a couple weeks ago. Trade for this Turbo S, and it took a little bit to come in, but it finally came in a week ago. I was in Vegas getting my ass kicked at the first NXL event, and I had the car delivered to Porsche Minneapolis here in Minnesota, and I had the boys there do a clear bra on the car, so it's nice and protected. Anyway, so I'm on my way to the toy box in my GLC to go pick up my GT3. Why would I be doing that? Because, oh, this guy, idiot. Wow, okay, that guy just cut over 3 lanes to get onto the highway. Anyway, I'm getting my GT3 because some of you guys might have seen I accidentally deleted the picture. So I meant to delete something else. But I teased a picture of a Taycan Turbo S that got brought to my work that the boys brought up for us to test drive. Needless to say, I have a stop sign, you don't. Come on. Needless to say, sorry. People can't drive around here. Anyway, so we're trading the GT3 in on a Taycan Turbo S. And the reason for that, I mean, there really is no reason besides that Taycan is just insane to drive. I've never driven an electric vehicle before. And maybe I'm just out like, have like a sticker shock, or, maybe it's just so new to me that I really want one. But decided to trade the GT3, and that, like the GT2, the market is just flooded, so the value of those cars are not what it was even a year ago or 6 months ago. So I'm getting a little beat down on the trade value on that, but we're also going to make up some of the difference by trading our 2016 Polaris RZR that we modified and all sorts of stuff that's up at the lake home, and we just don't drive it, so that's being sacrificed. So anyway, I'm going to take the GT3 out to Porsche Minneapolis and swap it for the Turbo S that I traded the GT2 for. The Taycan should be here, today's the 14th, should be here next week. That too is going to get wrapped, of course. So then expect to see a video on that here in the next couple weeks. I already had it's called a 1450, I think, NEMA plug. Hopefully I'm saying that right. For charging of the Taycan. So that's already installed at my house and the toy box here in preparation for this Taycan. Sean and my dealer at Porsche sent me a picture. Before I bought this GLC that I'm sitting in, I did consider a Macan Turbo, but the reason I went with this is availability and just overall the price that I got for the Cayenne Turbo. If you remember that, if you ever seen that video, I got a better buy bid on not the Cayenne Turbo, the Cayenne S from Mercedes than I did Porsche, about $10,000. So that's pretty significant. So that's another reason why I got the GLC. But anyway, that Macan Turbo that I was considering trading the Cayenne S in on is in, and it happens to match the Turbo S that I'm going to go pick up. Hopefully, keep it up with me. I'm kind of going off in several different directions here with this talk, but so that's there. I'll show you guys that. So yeah, I'll pick up the camera when I am back at the toy box, or at the toy box, and go from there. But first, I officially have enough break-in miles on this thing. So let's put this thing in Sport Plus. I got open road in front of me. Do quick launch. Yeah. Okay, here she is. The GT3. It's the final drive. Sad. I hate getting rid of cars, especially ones that I really enjoy. Got the charger. We keep all of our cars on trickle charge in the wintertime. $1,400 miles. This is such a sick build. The GT3s don't come with those carbon ceramic brakes. This one was built to spec with them. Yeah. Shoot. I did this with the GT2 also. I mean, not as bad, but because that was a little more special to me. But damn, these GT cars are so nice. Sucks that they're not worth as much as they were. Alright, I'm gonna get the GLC in here and make sure I got all the documents and stuff. Yeah. Then I'll be on my way. Okay, in the GT3. Driving down 35 right now. Just cruising along. This is a very comfortable ride. I've never driven this on the highway, honestly, because they brought it out to me. And it just gets driving around, you know, city streets, county roads. It's a smooth ride. The turbo is going to be even smoother because those, you guys don't know, the turbo cars, they're kind of, like, I'm not losing much performance going from the GT2 to the turbo. And sure, you can't take a corner as fast, you can't, you know, have as much G-force, but I mean, those, any Porsche with the turbo badge is just, it's like a step above the rest as far as just fit and finish and quality and comfort. I'm pretty excited. I'm also excited that it's going to be four-wheel, or I guess all-wheel drive. Hopefully you can hear me, it's kind of loud in here. It's that downshift. Sick. It's only 28 degrees out here, so I don't want to do too much. Like I mentioned, I never really drive on the highway because I don't, I keep a pretty good distance between me and the guy in front of me. The reason for that is because I was at probably twice this distance one time in my R8. It was my first, like, you know, adult purchase. I bought a 2008 R8 V8 when it first came out, and I was driving to the bank, and it was a good, at least 1/6 of a mile, maybe 1/4 of a mile away from the semi-truck. Or no, it was a garbage truck, and I could hear all the sand and the crud hitting my car, and I pulled up to the bank, and it's just peppered with little tiny, like, chips and scratches from that dump truck. So ever since, I haven't been the biggest fan of driving my nice cars on the highway. So I'm gonna keep on cruising here. I'll be there in probably about 25 minutes. I'll pick up the camera once I pull up. Alright, took a couple videos on the way here, but I was in picture mode. So at Porsche Minneapolis right now, just test drove this Macan behind the 911, but here she is. Looks amazing. That's that Macan I almost bought, like that exact one. I just was impatient and didn't want to wait for it, so I got the GLC coupe. But here she is. Good looking car. I wasn't sure how much I would like all the accessories, not accessories, but like because like usually 911s, not usually, but sometimes 911s have, there's really no samples out here, contrasting colors, like the bumper and the mirrors and the side intake and the rear wing and the vents in the back and the gills. But this one's all chalk, even the emblems. I got such a good deal on this car. Here's the red interior. Like this interior?
Yeah, I love red interior.
Yeah, it's growing on me a lot.
And Bordeaux's not over the top. So
So that's what they call
cool
this?
spec car. Yeah, Bordeaux red.
Bordeaux
black.
red, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can get this where it's all red too, can't you?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of red at that point.
Yeah,
though.
right.
Yeah, I got it.
This is cool. So I gotta clean that up. So I'm in the new Turbo S 911. There goes the Taycan Turbo S that we test drove. Look at this interior. So it's got black carbon fiber and red throughout. It's Sport Chrono package. Doesn't have the exhaust button. That's alright though. It's got 36 miles on the odometer. This thing is sweet. This back seat. This would be more of a what's going on here? There we go. This would be more of a streetable car than either of the GT vehicles. My coronavirus on the dash. So, all right, I'm gonna drive this thing home or to the toy box, and I'll do another walk around once I get there. All right, so I've driven this thing like 5 miles now, and you can tell I'm on the highway right now. Let's see here. See, I'm doing like 70 miles an hour. I can hear myself think so much more. Like it's so much more quiet in this car than it is the GT3. That's what I mean by it was more streetable. Like even small things like having the. Let's see if I can pull up. How should I pass this car? See that light turn on? That's telling me that there's a car in my blind spot. Even small things like that. I don't know, it's just more of like a drivable car for me at least, because I don't track my cars really. I'll do a pretty badass 0 to 60 in them, but I won't drive them the way they're intended to be driven on a track, at least. So it's nice having kind of a like this is my car. This is my sports car. I don't have the Camaro anymore. I don't have the GT3. This is my fun car. So the turbo has always been my dream car. My dad had one. That's why I learned to drive a manual on. Back in 2004, and ever since, just I don't know, the way these things look and drive and feel, it's been my dream car. So it's kind of it's nice finally saying one is mine, like just I am financing this thing. It's half the cost of the GT2. Like I said earlier, it's about almost, I don't want to say about. I'm not trying to discredit the GT2, but the performance that I'm going to see on this. I'm not going to see anything less than what I saw in the GT2. If anything, I'm going to see more because of the all-wheel drive, the way I drive it. So I'm really not. I'm not disappointed. I was, 4 weeks ago when I was loading up that GT2, but this thing's really sweet. All right, I'll stop rambling. I'll keep driving. Still plugging. I just got a phone call from Porsche Minneapolis regarding my temporary permit for this thing because I don't have one. Beverly Hills never sent it. He called and he said that they haven't even, I don't know if he used the word apply or I think he used to say apply. They haven't even applied for financing because I'm financing this car, right? And that paperwork was all signed like 4 weeks ago before I even sent the 2RS. That's a little concerning because Sean said that financing takes them about 4 to 5 days to get approved and everything. So I'm going to call Porsche Financial Services. I don't think they're open today. I'm going to call them on Monday and figure out what's going on. Because if this car is not even registered, then whose car am I driving? It's kind of odd. The only good experience I've had with this dealership so far, honestly, has been the price. They discounted the hell out of this car. They gave me they gave me a better price for the 2RS. And I heard that they sold for $10,000 more than what they gave it to me, which they got to make money too. But that just goes to show that the market really is flooded. They can't. If I could buy that car for $375 7 months ago, and now it's worth $325 for a GT. For those who aren't familiar, that's very uncommon. These things just they maintain their value or increase slightly. So anyway, moral of this little snippet is this car has not been applied for finance yet. What's going to happen? If this car wasn't brand new, I'll totally send it right here. I'm pretty sure you don't need to baby these cars like you do a normal car, for like 500 or 1,000 miles. But I don't want to do that. It's only 28 degrees here anyway. Okay, well, I'm getting close to the toy box. I'll pick this back up when I get there. Hello, ladies. Made it to the toy box. got the front lift on. That's why she's sitting so high right now. I probably should put that on straighter. I'm gonna do that real quick. It's a little bit off on the backside more than I'm comfortable with. That's better. Alright, I wanted to get that tire on the deal more. Alright, so here she is. Here's that kind of color matched badging I was talking about that I wasn't quite sure if I would be a fan or not. Yeah, which one's plugged in here? This guy's plugged in. Let him plug that in for a second, make sure that took. Did. So let me show the interior before I shut the door. So I forget the name of this, but it's that red-black combo. I'm a fan. I like it a lot. Back seat's red, headliner and carpet's black, dash is black. It looks pretty good. It's a nice Burmester audio for the speakers. Pinch that. So here's those color matched little intakes on the side, and these are the gills, and this top part of the rear wing are also color matched. The top is black, which is kind of cool. This front piece right here, little fascia, clear rod, good. It's also painted to match. I think it's a good car. I think it'll complement the stable nicely. Basically the same thing right there. That one's more value and a little different because it's a convertible, and those wheels are like those wheels cost way too much anyway. These I think are the standards, I believe. But it's got the Turbo S comes with the carbon ceramic brakes, so it's really I'm trying to compare it to what I got rid of, the GT2, and it really is just like it's a more road capable. I don't know. I can't compare it to that. It's a very nice car. Look at that, slick. Yeah, it's even got look at this, like the smoked out headlights. All right, I'm gonna fondle it a little bit, and then head on home. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow with some buddies. We're gonna wash some cars. I probably won't film that. Maybe I will. We'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, this concludes subject loss. This concludes like a month long. Oh, let me talk about the phone call that I got that I mentioned. It's really odd that Porsche Beverly Hills did not or hasn't applied for the financing yet. So I have this car, and they haven't been paid for it, and I haven't received anything from Porsche Financial Services regarding it. I don't know if I mentioned this either, but it took them, so this was completed back in February 17th. Today's the 14th of March, and it took a lot more work than it should have to get them to pay off the GT2. They just paid that off yesterday on the 13th. It was due back in February, and I was told by them not to pay it because it's going to be converted over to this car. That was back in February, and then I got March's payment that said February is past due. So it's kind of scary. I don't want my credit to be affected by this, so it took a lot of bitching to get them to finally wire the funds, even though I was told they FedEx overnighted them on the 11th, so they have them by the 12th. I was told they sent the check a week prior to that too. I was just I'm not trying to bash them, but it's not the best experience I had with them. So to get a phone call today from Porsche Minneapolis, who is a third party in all this, to telling me that, hey, they haven't even applied for financing on this yet, it's kind of spooky because I don't know what's going to happen. But the car's here, it's safe, it's mine, everything's been signed. I don't know, from their perspective, it's something's off. So weird. I'll keep you guys all informed on that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully, you guys all stay healthy. As always, I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.